Hello, welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. It has been a while since we shot. Huber and I are wearing the exact same t-shirt. It's going to be a good episode.
It's a uniform.
Easy allies.
Yep. Not for sale.
Yep. 1 year strong. Not for sale. Exclusive. To catch the party and you guys up on what has been happening. So, Pomper, Therese, Olaf, Nicator, Ren, you guys encountered a band of former mercenaries who were in a bad way after a little bit of a verbal fight between Nicator and Ilian. I believe that is the character's name. Ilian.
It's been a month.
It's been a month
it's been a
since
while.
we shot. You guys got into a verbal sparring match, but it all worked out. You guys brought Pomper back from the brink. He immediately created some food. And you guys were talking about trapping some Umber Hulks, maybe, with this mercenary band. So that's going on with them, but in a little bit more of a dire situation with Yogala. He's charging forward on his phantom steed, and he has encountered 2 nightingales and a fully grown adult red dragon. And we're going to open with this. I think we need to figure out where this storyline is going to go. Because it's an interesting situation, and the thing that I need to know from you is kind of where your headspace is, because you actually have a little bit of advantage here, because you're galloping on a horse.
Yeah.
It's not like you're suddenly stopping and assessing this situation. It just sort of comes into your view as you're galloping, and so I'm curious how and if you're going to use that movement.
Oh yeah, I got a 3-star plan.
Okay.
We'll see.
That was funny to me for some reason.
Good plan. Take your time, dude.
So, if I remember correctly, we have 2 nightingales next to a fire. They were lounging.
Yes. You did not receive, other than them being like humanoid, you didn't really receive any details about them.
So the first point of Yogala's plan is to cast his strongest spell, Grease,
Okay.
and cast it into the flame.
Oh.
Whoa.
We've never cast magic on horseback while moving before. Let's look at Grease, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's look at Grease,
Let's
shall
take
we?
a look at Grease.
Let's take a look
shall
at
we?
Grease.
Does it simply spill? Or does
Open
it
your
shoot?
books.
I don't think
I
being
think
in a
it's
horse
shoot.
will
Open your books
affect
and
Grease.
study
Let's take a
the
look at
grease spell.
I think it comes out from the tips of his hands.
So it's not stealth at all.
Slick grease cover. Oh no! I mean they're aware of Yogala.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're trotting by.
Oh, I thought it was like your classic Breath
Majestic
of the Wild
beast.
setup where they're like asleep.
Oh, it's weird. It just says slick grease covers the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh.
say. It doesn't say.
I always
What's the
imagine the
range?
grease coming
What's
out
the
of his
range?
fingertips, 60 feet.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a ranged spell. That just happens.
Cool.
So you said you're casting it directly on the flame.
Yeah.
Is this in an attempt to burn them?
To cause a grease fire, yes.
Okay.
I believe we've determined that the grease is flammable before, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, in the cave.
We
It's
established.
awful. Yeah.
There's.
There's cannon.
I like this like Supreme Court D&D precedent. We established in the cave that the grease
An
is
episode,
flammable. This will work. Okay. Wait a minute. So you're charging basically directly toward them,
Yeah, because that's where I knew the purple crystal would be.
right? And so you're casting grease. There is, my understanding, not only a risk that they will get caught in the flames, but you will get caught in the flames as well.
Oh no. Well, I'm not charging into the flames.
Sure. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So imagine a little smooth turn as he casts grease.
Okay, that's what I need to hear.
Cool.
That's what I need to hear.
And grease, you're like up to 60 feet away from it.
Yes.
The only reason I say that is because I think there is a little bit of a question of reaction time where you were just charging forward toward the crystal
Yeah.
at full speed, and so I didn't know if it was something like I cast grease on the flame, but you were still charging forward. So knowing exactly where your position is going to be good here.
Yogala circle strafes, the circle of grease.
Okay. So the grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square.
W and D. Q and E.
Okay. So it does not specify in the book exactly what happens when you cover it with flame. So there's no rule on, okay, it'll make the flame explode at exactly this radius. So here's what I'm going to do, I think kind of within the power of the spell is with grease. Like if you were to cast grease on the creatures, they would have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm going to have them make a dexterity saving throw here to get out of the way of the flames.
Sure.
The benefit is because you're cleverly combining the flame and the grease, if they fail that dexterity saving throw, they'll take damage. They'll take flame damage. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw for the 2 nightingales and for the red dragon. Oh, that's a nat 1 on the first nightingale.
Ho!
Nice.
Burn them up. That's a nat 20.
That's a 20.
It was a 19. It was almost a 20.
Oh, okay.
This table is a special bounty. That's another 19.
Whoa, missed it by 1.
You got one, probably.
And the other 2 just go, no.
Yeah.
Just don't get burned.
They see their buddy burn.
Yeah. Like, oh.
All right. So here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, the dragon both hinders and assists you in an incredible way. You shoot the grease into the fire. And the dragon, supernaturally, with high dexterity, is able to turn its head and counter the flame with its own blast.
Whoa.
So it's basically pushing back against the fire with its own flame breath.
Mm-hmm.
Before this happens, one of the nightingales is able to jump behind the dragon, basically quickly clamber over it, and use its body as protection, so it's safe from harm. However, the second nightingale tries to do the same thing, but falls during his clamber and ends up tumbling in between the blast of the dragon and your grease explosion. So he gets hit with a double dose of flame.
Damn.
So he's going to take the damage that you give him and the damage of the dragon's cone breath.
Grease,
Giant
best spell. Most powerful spell.
Yogala's most best spell.
Such a useful spell somehow.
While I'm looking up the amount of damage
cantrip.
that this nightingale is going to be taking,
Yeah.
are there any other plans of action that you would like to take?
Yes, and so I need more info from you, Ben.
Yes.
Previously, there were 2 spears resting against the dragon, and
Yes.
I need to know what's happened to those.
So the lancers are okay. The lancers are in the same position. So basically, the breath is shooting outward, and it's kind of going in a cone.
Mm-hmm.
The lances are tucked behind the wide end of that cone.
Sure.
So they actually haven't moved. They're okay. They're at kind of the butt of the dragon.
Phase 2 of the plan is to grab those lances and toss them into the flame.
Okay. Now that we're in combat, so basically what happened is you caught everybody off guard.
Mm-hmm.
I said they were in shock before, and so you got to use this grease action totally for free. But now, at least 2 of these people are going to be able to act, so we're going to need to roll initiative.
Okay. All right. That's a 7.
Oh, man.
So I'm thinking
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to change phase 2 of the plan.
This dragon has done... Okay.
Dude, I love... You got a plan. Sort it out.
Had a lot of time to think about it.
Sounds like you get hit by a breath weapon 1 time and you're dead.
Can I have you make a perception check,
Yes.
Ugala?
Perceive this.
That's a 20.
Nice.
All right, so
See all
the
of time and space.
to give you kind of a sense of the power of this dragon's breath, it has completely turned this nightingale into ash.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the breath is so powerful that there's not even remnants of the black goo that you typically see.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Just obliterated.
It is just obliterated.
Okay.
But
Mostly the grease, probably.
yeah, mostly the
Mostly the
Yogala
grease.
chooses to believe it was the grease.
Mostly, yeah, you'll go, that's the grease.
the purple gem rests tauntingly atop that pile of ash.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
He was wearing it.
Well done, Ben. Well done. That's going to change the plan a little.
All right, so I'm gonna. Oh my god! I'm gonna roll initiative for the two. That's a 21.
That's better than a 7.
The quest for power continues.
Yogala and the
nervous.
quest for power.
Oh, I'm nervous too.
Super nervous.
Like if he survives this, think how much he's gonna brag to our
Oh
characters.
God.
I took on.
What
I
what
actually
languages
do.
do you speak, and how familiar are you with other races, Kyle?
Only speaks common. And I realized, look, I saw the comment, all humans know a second language, not Yogala. He just doesn't.
He can barely read
Yeah.
his magic spells in common.
Yeah. But I mean, with other races, I mean, he grew up in the city. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, the reason why I ask is the first person on our turn order here is going to be the Nightingale.
Sure.
And the Nightingale, from the back side of the dragon, starts speaking to you.
Deep speech.
And not in deep speech. Not in
Nobody
deep
ever
speech.
uses deep
And
speech.
kind of a voice that you're not expecting from a Nightingale. Mm-hmm. It goes, "Hey, you! You killed my friend! you killed Burn! Oh, I'm gonna get you! Get him, Betsy! Get him!"
Was the
Just
other
a very-
Nightingale's name Ben?
Burn.
Oh, appropriate.
Get him,
Yeah.
Betsy.
The dragon's name is Betsy, and the other Nightingale he referred to was Burn.
I didn't kill your friend, your dragon did. Now hand over your purple crystals.
We're gonna take you, and we're gonna burn every part of you limb by limb.
If you could catch me, sure.
What it does is it actually climbs. I have to make a check for that. Okay, it actually climbs back over Betsy, and it grabs one of the lances,
Okay.
and it's sort of standing ready to attack, seeing what you're gonna do on your horse. All right, Yogala, it is your turn.
Oh, it's an Overwatch. Okay, we gotta skip to phase 3. Dragon! Look! Yogala pulls out his scroll. Dragon speech. I offer this as a gift to you.
He's Pomper now.
And he presents his dragon scroll to the dragon, to Betsy.
Did not see this coming.
Okay. So here's Betsy. Betsy is an adult female red dragon.
Yep.
She squints and looks at the piece of parchment and says, "Ma, ma, ma. This is your gift,
Yes, my gift to you.
frail wizard."
The ultimate power for dragons couldn't be yours. I merely ask for your purple crystal.
This scroll turns one into a dragon. I am already one of the mightiest of my brood.
Freaking Betsy.
So be it, Betsy. I shall keep the scroll for myself, and it will burn if you burn me.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check. Actually, no. I'm gonna make a check on the Nightingale. Can I have you make a charisma check, actually? Because
Yeah.
you are trying to persuade here.
Right. Ooh, that's a 7.
Okay. The Nightingale. Never mind.
Retcon.
Immediate
retcon.
Immediate retcon. Immediate
Pre-con.
retcon. Is there anything else you'd like to do
Before you burn.
in your turn? You're on Evadara Peach.
Right.
So you have quite a lot of flexibility in regards to movement here.
Yogala would like to subtly, while distracting them with this conversation, grab the purple crystal with his mage hand.
Yes! That's what I was hoping. Yes!
Presenting it like this, like, look at this, look. And meanwhile, like,
Genius.
So the presentation of the scroll was just a distraction?
no. The presentation of the scroll was serious, absolutely.
Okay. So
But he always intended to grab that purple crystal.
Okay, what is the range of Mage Hand?
No, it's 25 pounds. I don't know.
Yeah, it should be able to lift the
Yeah.
crystal just fine.
There you are, mage hand. 30 feet.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Let me just look at the spell real quick, but this seems like it's good to go to me.
Just don't whiff it.
When you were presenting the scroll to Betsy,
Yeah.
did you get off your horse?
No.
Okay. So you just sort of
Though
circled
the
around.
galloping did cease, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, it's not full speed anymore.
Sure.
Riding by really fast.
Yeah.
It's quality.
High quality.
It's unattainable quality.
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
Oh, carry more than 10 pounds.
We
That's
need
still
the
not an issue.
Oh,
here.
10 pounds.
Yeah, but it's
was
good to keep in
25.
mind. All right. So you pick up the crystal with the mage hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the mage hand turns into a baby mage hand.
A young mage hand.
Young mage
A
hand.
young, fit mage hand.
Comes over wearing like leather.
Yeah.
So you can move the
Armband.
hand up to 30 feet each time you see it. The only thing that we haven't really established here is how close you are to the crystal.
Right. But I assume
which is not
pretty
your fault.
close because
Right.
I'm within reading distance of Betsy.
Right.
Betsy's reading my thing, so I
Right.
assume we're all pretty close to each other right now.
So I'm going to say you're within 10 feet of the crystal, so you can grab it and bring it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we're following our own rules of the crystal, once it's in close proximity to you, I mean, within a foot, you turn back into young Gala.
Yep.
Because of that, would you like to say anything else? Because these two characters are certainly going to have a response.
Young Gala.
No, I'm gonna run away. I'm taking it and running away with Zansan.
Okay. So you still have movement.
Yeah.
Did we establish how quickly you could move on the horse?
No, the horse has this particular speed for
Okay.
sure. I think it's on the other end of this. Phantom Steed. The creature uses the statistics for a riding horse, except it has a speed of 100 feet and can travel 10 miles in an hour, or 13 at a fast pace.
Cool.
So she's a fast steed.
Okay. So you've got the crystal and now you're attempting to gallop away.
Yeah, so wait, tell me if Yogala has transformed.
Yogala has transformed.
So long, Betsy.
He's got the crystal, we can't let him have it! Betsy!
I'm just gonna try to run away.
So you're running away.
Yeah.
So long.
The Nightingale
Yeah.
climbs aboard, mounting the red dragon.
Dude, dragon chase.
And you feel a gust of wind on the ground. The adult red dragon Betsy is chasing you
Yeah.
in hot pursuit.
Oh my god.
So Ben, I'm going back. There was like a chasm we had. I'm going like diagonally back, but my direction is back to where we originally split, where the team went to the mercenary city.
So,
That's
okay.
my end goal is to get back to that.
So you're like going up, circling around, going back around the chasm, and trying to get to
Mhm.
where their location was. Excellent. Okay, cool. It makes sense. Hopefully you don't get caught along the way.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're gonna cut now back
Oh no.
Man.
to Therese, to Pomper, and to Nicator. And you guys.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Question.
Yeah.
Legit question. Weren't we all just sleeping for 8 hours? So we might be asleep during all of this. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think we went to sleep.
So I listened to the episode when you guys came in. What happened is Pomper made the food, and then you told them to line up. You told 6 of the members
Yeah.
gonna heal them.
to line up.
right.
But I thought maybe you guys had rested too, but I listened back to the episode and maybe I just missed it. But I don't remember you guys resting.
I think.
Okay.
I think
I
I
have
healed and then
one-
immediately went to sleep.
Because I think Pomper's really the only one who used up any spell slots.
Yeah.
I have one spell slot used.
Okay.
okay.
Well, this is okay. I think maybe what I was intending to do anyway is Ilian comes up to Pomper and he says, "Listen, before we head out, this great hunting quest, I think it's good if we all take some time to rest. Today has been stressful on all of us."
I agree.
Okay.
I
So-
agree.
Nicator, do you also agree? Does everybody agree to rest for full
Yeah.
hours?
We just need 4, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So you guys are resting.
Great.
And it's kind of endearing, Pomper. Maybe you would take some satisfaction in this. The people that you healed, they are sleeping like babies. Some of them are curled up in a ball, and they just seem to be at peace. So it really seems like you've done some good for these people.
Nice.
So I'm going to have all 3 of you make a perception check while you're resting.
The tower.
Oh,
I know, mine was in the way. Hold on, Brad. Hold on. It's like mini golf, dude.
Should I reroll or should I
No,
just keep it?
the tower's cannon.
Okay.
My perception's real good.
12.
8
12.
as well.
Okay.
Real bad.
All right. So, Pomper, as you're fast asleep. By the way, how is Pomper sleeping?
On his back with some of the created food in his hand.
So you just passed out while eating?
Yeah.
Great. So, Pomper, you are suddenly interrupted from your full rest by Puff-a-Puss. Puff-a-Puss is tugging at your finger. So you said you had your hand outstretched with food?
Yeah.
Puff-a-Puss is tugging at your finger and jumping up and down, but it seems like he's purposely not saying anything.
Huh?
He's pointing outside of the cavern.
Huh?
As you do a quick scan around the room, you notice everyone, including your other allies, are fast asleep. But Ilian is nowhere to be seen.
Query.
Huh?
While trancing, we can still keep watch.
Yes. Well, yes, you can. The only thing that I'm arguing here, and maybe why you're not aware of this, is people can still try to like sneak around that watch. Yeah. But
Did I recover
you
any
totally
spell
can.
slots in this set
let's say this happens.
before then?
A short rest is 4 hours, right, for a non-trancing person? Is it 1 hour?
Yeah.
I just want to give you whatever you deserve.
I am weak on hit points and weak on spell slots, so whatever you want to...
Oh, because of the nasty bug creatures.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Right. Yeah, no, it's been 2 hours, so I want to give you whatever you earn in that time period.
Okay.
We just don't normally do short rests. Ba 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 ba. Okay.
Love that place.
All right. Short rest. A short rest is a period of downtime at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. Sure. Character can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest, up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. So you can spend basically your maximum number of hit dice.
Okay.
to recover as much as you want.
Hit dice is the most confusing thing.
Yeah, it's like a D.
Yours should be a D8, I think.
Yeah, I think cleric's just a D8,
Yeah.
and it should tell you
Dice.
how much you
Dice.
have.
Would that be dragon?
No, so it'll be
Cleric.
cleric.
Yeah.
I can help you out here.
It's right here.
Whoa, even Brad's schooling you on D&D right now.
Got it. It's.
I'm setting up.
So you get 1d8 per cleric level,
Yeah.
and you guys are level 9. So you have 9 hit dice, so you can roll up to a maximum of 98 if you so chose. And then you add your Constitution modifier to it.
Okay. 9d8? Seems like so many.
That's what it says.
Jeez.
You get 1d8 per cleric level.
And
Okay,
And you
holy
regain
moly.
your hit dice on a long rest.
Okay.
HP time.
So I can just do this
9 times.
9 times?
Yeah, my understanding of it, unless I'm misinterpreting it, is that you add your Constitution modifier after you've rolled all of it. So it's not like you roll 1d8 and then add your Constitution modifier. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so.
98 seems super generous.
Yeah,
already.
that seems so generous.
Yeah, it says or 5. So you could just... What's 5 times 9? Unless you want him to roll.
Ooh, take the 5s, Huber. Take the
45
5s.
hit points? That's insane.
Yeah, that's like full health.
Yeah. Take the 5s.
But that's up to Ben.
Wait, where's it saying that?
In the thing it says hit points. Cool. Oh no, sorry.
No, that's for maximum
hit
HP.
dice is just
Yeah, so you're gonna
1d8,
have to roll for this.
and there's no con addition. It just says hit dice 1d8 per cleric level.
right, but in the short rest description, it says you add your Constitution modifier on 186.
Oh, yeah.
And I roll the same for short rest? 9 of these?
You
You
can
can
spend
choose.
up to 9. So
Okay.
I would just roll as many as you need in case you need
Okay.
to do a short rest later.
Sure.
But then at the end, when you're done,
7.
okay? I'll write this down.
8.
Okay?
8.
Okay?
2. 5. That's 5 so far?
You're at 30 hit points recovered right now.
30, 40. 6. 6.
Okay, you've rolled 7.
Yep. 6.
42.
Yeah, so I think I'm at
No,
52.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50.
Or I'm going to stop there.
Okay, so let's add this up. So you had 30 and then another 12. So 42, and then
Yeah.
you add your Constitution modifier to that.
Which is 2.
For some reason, that was the most stressful event of this whole...
So really stressful.
Okay.
Just Popper healing himself
Sure,
in his sleep. I
54.
was like, oh,
Wow.
the tension.
All right. Feeling good.
Feeling good. All right, so who among us can remember what color flower Puffapus had?
I want to say Puffapus was pink.
Okay.
But I might be wrong on that.
What is it?
Retcon.
Puffapus,
Just retcon.
Puffadill, and
Puffagee, Puffadill, and Puffapus.
Nice.
Yeah.
one of them was blue, I think, right?
Yeah, one of them was blue. Was it blue, orange, and pink?
Probably.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. During the last
Been a
episode, we did
while.
not refer to the color of their flowers. We just
Yeah.
referred to them by name. All right, anyway, so you have those hit points recovered. Puffapus is still pointing you outside the cavern.
Let's say Puffapus is in stealth mode and change the color of the flower.
I love this.
Yeah.
To
Good
match.
addition.
Yeah.
So it's like
So,
white, or
It's white.
Cool.
It's white.
Blends in.
Stealth
All right.
mode.
And then when it comes out of stealth mode, the color slowly seeps into the white flower.
I'm going to grab my weapons, put them on my shoulder, and head outside.
You're
Okay.
not going to wake anyone else up?
No.
Well, wait. Since we're trancing and he's not trying to be quiet, would we notice him get up and leave?
Yes, you totally
Oh,
would.
okay, all
Fair
right.
point. Pomper, is there no attempt at stealth here?
I'm trying to be quiet. I'm not like stealthing, but
You're
I'm
stealthing.
I'm being quiet.
I mean, honestly, mechanically, it's really hard for you to say I'm just being quiet, but I'm not stealthing.
Okay.
That doesn't really translate super
Are
well.
you
Then-
tiptoeing?
I'm tiptoeing. I'm stealthing, I guess. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
stealthing.
Yeah, I just need to know if you're
Yeah.
because if you're
Official
actively
stealth.
if you're trying to suppress your movement, you're gonna
Yeah.
be
But
you're
just
gonna be
you're
stealthy.
just trying to suppress sound, right? You're not purposefully avoiding our open eyes.
Yeah, I'm trying not to wake anybody up. So I guess that would be stealth.
Basically, the way that we can do it is let's have you make a stealth check,
Okay.
and then we'll have you guys make a perception check while you're tranced.
Because I imagine we'd be facing the door.
And I guess actually, you guys don't need to make a perception check because I think the process of Pomper getting up, he's not stealthed in that moment,
Right.
So you'd probably be aware of that movement at the
Okay.
very least. I think we can do that. So you're aware that Pomper's moving, but you are trying to move quietly, so we still need that stealth check for things that are about to come.
It's a critical failure.
Okay.
Drops his ass.
All right.
Drops the
All
mace or
mood.
something. Right?
Trips over a table.
I feel
Steps on
like
someone.
that might be one of the most beautiful encapsulations of Tabletop Escapades that I've
Entire
ever seen.
show.
Where we spend like super long being like, all right, how many hit points does he get back?
What are the rules?
of this? Critical failure. It all just comes tumbling down. All right, so here's what happens. When you make food, are you making bread? What is it exactly?
Just very basic, yeah. Bread, tasteless meat, and like some fruit and some broccoli.
And some broccoli.
just
for good
broccoli,
measure.
yeah.
Get those greens in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you get up, you
diet.
actually end up, you don't see it, you end up tripping on someone who's asleep, one of the mercenaries. He goes, oh, what are you doing, man?
Sorry,
Ilian
going for a walk outside.
slowly walks back into the cavern. He looks pretty cross. And he says, what's all this commotion? Come on, get some sleep. We have a hard day ahead of us tomorrow.
I just wanted to get some air outside.
Sure, that's fine. Go get some air and then come back.
Want to join me?
Ilian scratches his chin and he says, well, I do prefer the fresh air to this smelly cavern. Sure, let's go outside.
I mentally tell my familiar to like tag along with them, just like
Okay.
do behind them.
So it's just kind of
I mean, like
hopping behind
try
him.
to stay out of sight, don't be noticed, but be within earshot. You know.
Okay. Can I have your familiar make a stealth check, please?
Okay.
Fly stuff.
I don't know. Fly casual.
Nope.
Oh, that was a 9, I think. Before
Okay.
it moved. Let me
Pomper,
see.
can I have you make a perception check?
It's gonna have a
It's gonna be me.
plus something to that. Is stealth dex or is stealth? Is that a 1, dude?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
11. Then?
I have an 8 total.
Okay. Well, both Ilian and Pomper didn't roll very well, so your familiar can tag along behind them just fine. So the two of you go out into the night sky, and you see an interesting sight. So first, Ilian just sort of presses his back against the stone wall, and he crosses his arms. He lifts one of his legs up. It looks like he's taking a load off. But what you see is, in the distance, quite far away, you see basically thunderstorm clouds overhead, and you see small tornadoes going on in the distance. And Ilian turns and looks at you, and he goes, storms like this happen every night. Fortunately, we seem to have found a location where the storms happen less frequently, but it's only a matter of time. We've got to get off this godforsaken place.
What do you think is causing the storm?
The storms, I think they've always been here, but they seem to have been worsened by the Nightingale's presence. That magic, it's interrupted the whole ecosystem of Bulvark. And it's only getting more and more poisonous. Soon, it's going to affect every living creature. It'll just be scorched earth.
We'll stop him. Hey, Pufflepuss. What's going on out here?
So Pufflepuss has stealthily been clinging to your left calf, trying not to be seen. But it was
Called
not
out.
information that you knew. And Pufflepuss hops down. He kind of circles around in front of you and Ilian. And he looks down at the ground for a second before saying anything. It's almost as if like the puff is considering his words the best he can. His flower, now a much darker shade of pink. He looks up and he points at Ilian and he goes, "He bad man!
Oh.
Bad!"
Oh.
And then he scurries behind your feet once again.
How loud did he say that? Did we hear
Um,
that?
I mean, it was a squeak. It was a normal
Oh, okay.
puff squeak. But go ahead and make a perception check. I think that's a reasonable question.
My bird heard it, so.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
no.
way that the bird missed it.
Oh, this is
12.
Yeah, you heard it too.
I just go, "Oh, I knew it!" Really loud.
Keeping the kid.
Yeah. "Oh, I knew it!"
So, Decatur, your scream ends up waking up.
this guy, right?
Yeah, I hated this guy.
Ends up waking up the rest of the the group. And here's what Ilian says to you, Pomper. He goes, "What? No. Listen, I realize that probably to your cute little friend there, I appear frightening, but you can ask my men. I've done nothing but take care of them. I really just want to get off this place."
Why would he say that?
I don't know why he would say it. I've never encountered a ball of dough before.
Pufflepuss, what did you see?
Yeah, I come stomping out. "Oh, I knew you were all bad. I didn't trust you for a minute. We don't need you. Get out of here."
So Pufflepuss
Just take his word.
He bad man, and like it's over.
He's looking for an excuse to hate this guy
Yeah.
some more.
So Pufflepuss is staying behind your feet. It seems he's still scared. And he goes, He has bad plan. Don't know plan, but bad will hurt Pomper."
What's the plan? Why don't you enlighten us?
"I don't have any plan.
Sure you don't.
All I've been doing is staring at these storms out here."
I don't trust him. Puff. Look at Puff up this.
Can I have both Pomper and Nicator and Teresa's familiar? Don't let me forget that. Make a perception check, please. I'm gonna have Puffapuss make a perception check.
21.
Nice.
11.
Okay.
8.
Oh, wait, it has a plus 3. 12. 12.
Nicator,
Mm-hmm.
you notice something interesting. The exact spot that Ilian is standing. So I told you that he lifted one of his feet, resting against the wall, appearing casual.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that in the rock wall where Ilian is standing, there are small, almost unnatural cracks kind of just jutting out, barely noticeable, but something seems off about this spot. The rest of the wall is completely smooth, but something has happened here at this location where Ilian is standing.
No plan, huh?
No plan.
What are you hiding behind that wall then?
Hiding behind the wall? I'm not hiding anything behind
Papa,
the wall.
look at the cracks. He's
What?
hiding something.
Let's all just take a breath.
Break it down, Papa! Break it down!
Break it down.
I know a way to solve this.
Oh no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Just empty your pockets.
I thought you were gonna do calming motions again.
Empty my pockets.
No. You. I point to you.
So, Alien empties his pockets. He's got a dagger. He's got a little bit of the food that you created. And he has a picture.
Nicator.
What's this?
So he says, "You take a look at it. It's a personal item."
Give me that. Take it real quick.
Okay.
Look at it.
Take your shoes off, too.
He takes off his shoes, and he does this. He shakes them out. Nothing but sand comes out of his shoes.
When he's doing this, can we see
Yeah, can you
the
see
wall
the
behind
wall
him
better?
better?
Yes, one thing at a time.
Okay,
Now. So we're,
so-
we're
okay,
investigating
okay.
multiple
Okay,
things.
okay.
So yes, you can. We'll get there. I just want to tell you about the picture
Sure.
very quickly. So it appears to be a sketching of. I mean, most elves are attractive. I would say this is an exceptionally attractive shirtless male elf, and it seems to be a loving rendition of whoever this elf is.
And Puffapuss is like, He-Man, man.
Yeah.
Puffapuss just saw the drawing and is like very offended.
I just
He
yeah.
has bad plans.
Homophobe.
I'm holding the picture, and I just slowly put it down. And I go, Puffapuss, go get Trace. I'm like, what is this?
Okay. So you guys can't see the cracked wall, and the more you see of it, the more suspicious it seems, because basically there is a small green stone embedded into the wall, and that is what's creating the cracks. And in fact, faint green light is jutting out into some of the cracks just a little ways. It seems like it was placed here.
What does he say when I ask him, what is this on the picture?
Oh, the picture? He goes, that's somebody that's very dear to my family. They used to take care of me when I was a child. That's all. An old friend.
Nicator squints at him. Goes, fine. Just hands it back to him.
Sure.
What's in the wall there?
Yeah, why don't you tell us about that glowing wall? Apparently you're hiding nothing, right?
He jumps and he looks at the wall and he goes, "What? Oh no. Okay. Now I see why you're all suspicious. I didn't notice this. This stone. It's a stone from the Warlocks. Somebody was here scouting our location. It's what they use to communicate with each other."
Maybe Puffapuss just thought he saw you, but it was someone else.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
Why don't you prove it then?
Okay.
Prove it how?
Let's listen, shall we?
He's been cooperative, Nicator. He emptied his pockets
He's
and
not off
shoes.
the hook yet.
All right.
Where's Therese? Where's Therese?
I come walking out.
With
What?
with the stone, he says, with the stone, we can't communicate with it unless both sides are actively engaged with it. It's not going to get any response.
How convenient.
Sure.
All right,
so
let's
Therese,
just-
you
Can they
entered the
listen?
scene.
Can they listen through? I say, because I've been following all this through the bird.
Yes, they absolutely can. We should get rid of the stone immediately. They could use it to listen in on us.
Why haven't you got rid of it before then if you knew it was bad?
I didn't notice it until right now.
But you knew what it was immediately.
Yes, I'm
So
familiar with.
Why are you so familiar with their magic?
Okay, you have to understand. This makes perfect sense.
No,
Okay,
it doesn't.
Listen, I know it looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Right? Here's what happened. We've been in Bolvac for a long time now. And even before things went bad, we had encounters with the Nightingales. Our mercenary group, we've been able to observe them for a long time. We've seen this communication happen. It's affected us. It's what destroyed our whole band in the first place. However, before we move on,
I thought he was doing that.
can I have all three of you make a intelligence check,
Oh.
please?
Is this to check that they might know what the green crystal actually is?
I can't tell you what it's for.
3.
19.
Intelligence or insight?
Intelligence.
11.
19.
Ooh,
Okay.
smart pomp.
3.
Today.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know magic.
So, Pomper, I'm attributing this to your not only your just good nature in general, but also your experience as a cleric. You have, over your adventure, developed magic that'll be able to sense the honesty in people, and it's something you've had experience with. You cannot prove, you do not have, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Alien is innocent here, but this whole story doesn't read right to you. You've got bad vibes on Alien and what he's throwing at you at this moment. You're the only one that has this deep-seated doubt coming from experience.
Okay. All right. Story checks out.
What do you mean checks out?
Let's all just go back to sleep.
Wait, didn't you just say that you don't trust him?
I'm gonna
That's how he's playing.
I'm gonna watch him.
Trees, read his mind or something. Make him tell us the
No,
truth.
you know,
Pumper,
it's dark
Pumper.
out here. There's storms. Puffapuss just, you know, in case of mistaken identity. I think it's okay.
I sense that Pomper is like being a little weird, so I say into Pomper's head, I go, Pomper, what's up? Are you playing at something here?
Just follow my lead.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Sure.
I
This is
say,
outrageous.
I say into your head, Nicator, I say, Pomper's got an idea. He's got a plan. Just play along.
When you say that to me, I think Pomper has a plan. My confidence does not rise any higher. And I just, after all, I go, I'm on to you, Ilian. Be careful what you say, or I will catch you in the act.
So Alien this entire time has been pretty confident, and he hasn't taken any of Nicator's shit.
Mm-hmm.
As you're saying this, he kind of edges back a little bit, but he doesn't respond to Nicator. He reaches out to Pomper, puts his hand on his shoulder, and he says, listen, I know this looks bad, and I know we're in a dangerous place. I don't blame you for not trusting me.
No. Let me apologize. I know what it's like to be judged.
Cater shakes his
I like
head.
this a lot.
I know
But-
what it's like to be accused wrongfully.
Alien stresses. He says, Pomper, we've got to get rid of this stone. We're at a huge risk staying here. In fact, I know our rest has been interrupted, but I think we need to leave right now. There's no telling what nightingales will be on their way. Not to mention dragons. We've got to go.
I say we move the stone a little into the woods, but hold our ground here.
This is a desert.
Put some tie.
I say into everybody's head, I say,
They're like, Yogala, you went by a wooded area.
Yeah.
But
I thought the bugs were in a wooded area too. I think we went through a wooded area.
We went through the woods.
yeah, and so you saying woods is not completely
Right.
ridiculous.
Sure.
It's just your
Yeah.
immediate surroundings there aren't any woods.
Okay.
So,
Um,
but you can travel that way if you want.
I say in everyone's
I
head,
think-
I
I think that's right.
say, regardless of what we're going to do, we should say out loud the opposite of what we're going to do in case they're still listening. So we've said we're going to put it in the woods. We should put it the other direction.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the woods. I'm like going to the crystal. We're gonna go to the woods.
I say, ham it down a little, Pomper.
Can I see a character sheet, please? Just real quick, just from anybody.
Gonna go to the woods.
Can I have you make a deception check, Pomper?
That's a one.
It's a critical failure.
You played it like a critical. You played it that way. That's so perfect.
I say into everyone's head, I'm like, now I'm thinking maybe we should go to the woods.
All right, maybe Ilian got a critical failure as well. Let's see. Nope!
20.
Nat 20! I'm not even joking. That's what it rolled. All right. Okay.
Pomper's head explodes.
So, very quickly, in one swift motion, does this super fast. Again, we're kind of using the rolls to feed into this a little bit. Ilian yanks the stone out of the wall very quickly and begins walking. He says, listen, I'll dispose of it. You guys, you get out of here. Head the opposite direction of me. They're going to be coming to the stone, okay? So I'm going to go. I'll meet up with you guys later.
Okay.
I say, sounds great, and I say to my familiar,
Yeah.
follow him.
Trait. I was gonna say. That.
Okay.
Tail him.
As he's walking away, I make eye contact with him and I go,
All right. So, Alien is walking off on his own in the woods. Can I have you make a stealth check on the familiar?
That's a 7?
what's his bird?
Okay.
I mean, it's a bird. Act normal as a bird.
Act normal.
Yeah.
Be a bird.
It's not necessarily with this awareness. It's not necessarily that it's going to like attack it or
Right.
try to get rid of it. It's just aware that it's following it.
Yeah.
No such thing as a desert raven.
They're not in these parts.
All right. We are going to cut back with the final 10 minutes of the show. We're going to cut back once again to Yogala. Yogala, I feel like you've been getting uneven time here. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit easier to cut when there's one person
Oh, for sure.
as opposed to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole group. So I apologize.
We get all the spotlight.
I'm just as invested in
bookends.
this chase
The book
as
has
the rest of
Bookends.
us.
He's the booking. He's the framing device.
Yeah. Okay, so Kyle, we find ourselves once again in a strange situation that we've never been in.
Yeah.
Tabletop Escapades, and we're gonna kind of have to feel this out. So, you're being chased by a very mean adult red dragon.
Chase sequence.
Yes, you
Bitsy.
are on a phantom steed, which gives you an advantage. How long does the phantom steed last?
1 hour.
Okay, great.
Nice.
So we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
That's not an issue. The dragon can fly 80 feet per turn, essentially.
Cool.
So, like 6 seconds of time, it can move 80 feet. You said you could move 100 feet in that same distance?
Yep.
Okay. Now, this phantom steed is incredible. The question that I want to ask is, you know that you're fleeing. You felt the wind of the dragon rising up.
Yeah.
And so you actually did get to gain some ground as it was just lifting off.
Mm-hmm.
So that plays into it as well. I want to ask you, is there anything that you want to do to try to impede the dragon now that you've created some distance?
I thought about it, Ben. No.
So you're just
I don't
gonna
have
go
any
for it.
good, like, maybe the Phantom Hound, but, like, no. I got nothing.
Is that the dog just
Okay.
barks?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do.
You could like put fireworks in its eyes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to run for my life.
Can you?
I'm not saying it's a good idea.
Fireworks? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right for now. We'll see. We'll
can
see
make
what kind
little
of
blinks of
danger
light, I think.
arises.
So the adult red dragon is aware that it cannot just basically dive on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
So what it's going to do is it's going to try to use its breath weapon.
Breath weapon.
So basically what that does
Oh my god.
is that gives it an extra 60 feet.
60.
Yowza.
Breath weapon.
The dragon has legendary actions.
Oh no.
Yeah, dragons are like impossible.
So
Yeah.
dead.
How much health does
Sorry,
your steed
danger.
have? Or does it have any?
Doesn't say extra, so I assume it has the same amount
Oh,
of health as a
it's-
regular riding horse.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
which I have
Okay.
the stats for. Hang on.
So
It has an armor class of 10,
Okay.
and it has
Dude,
13
my
hit
armor class is
points.
insane.
Okay.
Yeah. So armor class 10, 13 hit points, has the horse, but it's faster. 100 feet.
here's what I'm going to do with the dragon. Actually, I don't even need to explain it. We'll just see it play out. I'm going to have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. And would that be horse or Yogala?
Horse has +0 dex.
The way that I'm going
is
to
better than
interpret
you.
this is you are in control of the steed, and so any extraordinary action that the horse would do would be a result of your actions, would be a result of your dexterity and your mastery over the horse.
Alright, here we
Okay.
go, Kyle.
Bad news.
Yogala's actually got +1 in Young Gala mode.
Nice.
You got a little stat boost.
Sick.
I forgot about that.
+1 dex. You want to roll for that now?
Yes.
Feet away.
I'll use my inspiration.
Yes. Please do.
Oh, worse.
Oh.
It's a
Okay.
5.
No.
It's a 5.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The end of Young
Okay.
Gala.
The end.
I'm burning.
So dead.
Scheming.
Will the greed get the best of him?
So I don't want to explain too much here, but what I do want to say is, obviously, an adult red dragon is well beyond any of the party members' skill level, even if all of them were there. I think it's okay to put in very powerful creatures as long as you're aware that they're very powerful. And I think you should try to, if you're doing it, if you're going to use that for the sake of the story, I think you should still make it feel dangerous, still make it there be consequence for engaging with it, but not make it be like, okay, it does one breath attack and you're dead. That's not how I want to play D&D. And
Well, the feeling I got was like he just went in a really intense high-level zone. Some
Right.
high-level enemies, and he aggroed them all.
right.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying for the
Don't
sake...
pump the brakes.
It's not pumping the brakes, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to take some damage, young Gala.
You're gonna get some scars.
It's just...
Might be bald after this.
Yeah.
Would the horse roll too or no?
No, so like I said,
Oh,
he's
right.
basically...
Yeah, piloting the Phantom Steed.
But the horse will take damage.
Okay.
All I heard was like
Multiple
seven,
dice.
Seven
dice.
dice.
Just
Okay. So both you and the horse take 17 damage.
The
oh,
horse is vaporized.
Yeah, Phantom Steed's gone.
Okay.
I got 7 temporary hit points.
oh my
Nice.
god.
So then, okay, I'm good.
Okay. So, there's good news and bad news, obviously. Your Phantom Steed has been vaporized. You tumble off of it onto the ground. You caught on fire a little bit, but fortunately, the rolling on the ground in the sand neutered some of that. I have more good news. It appears that the Nightingale flying the dragon is not the best pilot because it was going at full speed. It does this breath attack, you tumble down. It actually overshoots you by quite a bit. So it's going to need to circle back around to get to your spot, buying you a little bit of time. However, there's one other thing that I would like young Gala, to consider. So you're on the ground, in the sand. You lift your head up, and this is what you see. With a few marks burning its doughy skin, you see Puffadil. No. And he reaches out meekly to you, and he says, "I'm back, Master." How will Puffadil play into the equation? Oh, no. Will young Gala be able to get out alive? What's going on with Ilian? Find out next time on Tabletop Escapades.